Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Watch Natalie, spelled N-A-T-A-L-E-E. I'm here to do your daily reading for Wednesday, September 4th, 2019. Just keep in mind that time's not real. There's only energy and attention and priorities, okay? It's a spiraling effect of your attention, your energy, and your priorities, okay? So time's not linear, it's not real. Okay, so we're going to get into the dominant energies going on in your life right now. I am psychic, so what happens first is you connect with me first, okay? You find me. You come to me. Your energy comes to me, and I channel it back to you in this tarot reading. So if this is resonating with you, that means that I'm getting into your energy. I'm getting into it, and it's coming out through this tarot reading, in my psychic downloads and in this tarot reading. It's me, it's my life. How does she know this? Keep it, it's yours. If something resonates, a little part, the whole reading. If you get it, it's not my life at all. Then it's not your energy. I'm not channeling you. Pass it on to the next person, and they will take it in as their NATALEENIAN tonic. What the purpose of this is to do is to give you the information back to you in a way that helps you understand, know, realize things that you can't really see at the forefront. And I help you bring it to the, oh my God, and then you can go ahead and make whatever decision you want. That's what I like about this, is that it's empowering you. I had some really great personal readings today. I'm feeling really, really jazzed about it. And I like to see, people making decisions really responsibly, really, armed with absolutely all the information that they have. And that's what this is. And that's the benefit that you're going to get from this. If it's resonating with you. If it's not resonating with you, it's a Scooby snack. It's like a, like a potato chip. It's a potato chip Scooby snack day for you, which means that the part of the reading that doesn't resonate, toss it out. Or the whole reading, you're just here for entertainment. It's just for entertainment purposes. You're just watching someone else's life, the other drama unfold, or you are, or you're here for the wisdom nuggets. It's the NATALEENIAN tonic. You can't really overdose on it, and even it's not a super special prescription. It's it's kind of like a little bit of anyone can. Anyone can take the tonic and not die. You're going to be okay if you take the tonic. So it might not apply to your life, but it's a wisdom that you can use for something else or for perspective or something. Okay, guys? That's like the longest intro I've ever done. Ooh. This feels like you. This feels like someone is really thinking about what's going to make them happy. Oh, download. Okay. So the download, they really put this to me really strongly. So this is what this is going to be about. So I'll do it really, right up front, you guys. So the download, they showed me, and I think it's from the Addams Family, but I'm not positive. I don't know the actor's name, but he's Tully in the Addams Family. And he's saying, I think he's telling Gomez, my hands are tied. My hands are tied. My hands are tied. I just over and over again. My hands are tied. My hands are tied. That's what this is. So that's what they want me to go through in this. What this is. So everything moving forward will be read in that context. So if you are feeling that your hands are tied, your hands are tied, or if you're dealing with someone who told you that, this is for you. Okay, guys? Okay, let's go ahead and get cracking. Yep, you're not talking right now. You're not talking, and someone feels like they can't talk to you because their hands are tied. Their hands are tied. Or you're not talking to this person that you want to talk to because your hands are tied. Yeah, there's no communication, there's no contact, there's no love, there's no affection. And it could be, God, someone could be married, someone could be on a retreat in some mountains. I mean, it could be like anything, but what we know for certain is that this is the first card out the gate, and that's the gel that colors all the other light that we shine through this, okay? And what they're saying is that this is the atmosphere right now in this prominent relationship for you, is that there's nothing going on between you two. There's just And you're both suffering from this. This is what I'm getting. Like they've been channeling. Okay, so what came through for you is that you're both wanting to reach out. You both want to close that distance between you two. You both, now they're channeling again. Oh, what does he say? They just gave it to me and I get excited and then I ruin it. Hold on. It's that Lenny Kravitz song about having a hunger for you. Basically, you both have that. And you want to be together, but someone's hands are tied. That's what this is. You guys are in that sad song playlist mode right now. What's that? Let's have some fun with this. Comment below of your favorite sad songs that you listen to when you can't be with. I've been looking so long at these pictures of you. That's one of mine. See, my hands are tied. This is exactly it. My hands are tied. This is exactly what they're. I can't do anything about this. My hands are tied. I can't. I just can't. But here's the thing that I feel is that they actually can do something about this. So let's just see what the message, let's see what wants to come through for you. Man, you guys are both holding, who is this? Who's holding on to this? Because you both are. You both are. You're both holding on to your strength. You're both holding on to, did I spit again? I don't even have my coffee with, dang it. Dag nabbit. Sorry. You're both holding on. You're both holding on to the strength, to the perseverance that you'll be together someday, that you'll be together after the hands are untied. But here's the thing is that I feel, like I said, I really feel like someone can move. The person that has to move can move. And see, the Eight of Swords is, she has her shoes on. She can walk away. She can take the blindfold off. She can take off those binds and literally walk away from those swords at any time. Someone feels like they can't, and the swords are words, their thoughts, their ideas. Someone is really holding on to this negative thought where they can't do anything. They're stuck in a feeling of being controlled by someone else or something else, and they don't realize that the gate is open and that they can leave at any time. This could also be a contract that you're trying to get out of, that you feel like you, sorry, my big old knuckle, that you feel like you can't get out of, but you can. This is that feeling of, my hands are tied. I can't break the contract. I can't leave the situation when you can. Either way, you're both holding on to your strength. And you're both super strong people. Whoa, man. Whoa. Whoa. So, okay. This is that stagnation. This hanged man energy is just, oh my God, it just takes so long. It takes so long for anyone to come out of that energy. That hanged man energy just really gets me every time. It's just like waiting and waiting. And waiting, I mean forever. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. The Four of Swords is another, it's like a break. It's a rest after a big, huge event, a big, huge exertion of energy. You could be coming down from a job, this could be going on vacation, just some sort of break, some sort of rest from either a lot of work or overwork or just gearing up for the next big, gearing up for the next big thing. Here, poking out between these two very chill energies is the Ace of Swords. Want to cut right through that. Right through that energy. The truth wants to come out. The truth itself as an energy, as its own separate energy, wants to come through and break up the situation and heal the situation with the truth. The truth knows. The truth wants to find its way through you and to you both. It needs to be this communication. It needs to be this conversation. It needs to be this This is the breakthrough, is when you start talking, is when you talk again. That'll break through the stagnation. Actually, you know what this feels like? Someone's waiting and someone is resting. Someone is resting from activity, from life, from work. The other person is really waiting. Is sort of like not sure what to do, so they're not really doing anything. They're not making any, neither of you are making any moves. And you're both sort of like watching and waiting and seeing. And it's like the truth just wants to come out so bad. It really does. I'll wait to clarify. I really do want to clarify that. We're going to, but let's just see what other message wants to come through in the story of energies. Haha, this is why, look. Someone's keeping themselves busy. They're taking a break from, this. They're trying to distract themselves by being busy and staying busy. It's a lot of little things too. It's like, it's everything you do when you procrastinate. Oh my God, I gotta run to CVS. I gotta get more toilet paper. I gotta run out. I gotta call these guys back about the landscaping. I've got to take care. I have to order the ride for my relative to get to the hospital because I'm not going to be there to drive them, so I have to order a service. It's like all these little things are like, oh, my work needs me. I have to do this because these 4 people can't do their job, so I have to be there to do it. Or, I want to meet with these people and I have to stay on top of them, otherwise they're going to lose interest, so I have to do this, this, and this. It's like all these little itty bitty things that they're keeping themselves busy with. Oh, I got to go hang out with my friend XYZ because I haven't seen them in forever and they're going to be mad at me if I don't go hang out with them. So I really, like every little thing they're using it to put this off, dealing with this situation between you two. My hands are tied. Really? No, they're not. They're not tied. You're just keeping yourself busy with, I'm sure it's work. I'm sure it's important, but it's not, you're not making it a priority. Whoever this is, someone needs to hear this too. Whoever the other side is that's waiting, you're both waiting. You're both holding on to this. And I'm like, oh my God. I can feel it though. I can just really feel it. I can feel the frustration on both sides. My hands are okay. If I hear that one more time. Okay, that's just way too much. We're not going for all that. Can we have one clear next message? Thank you. Did I say something? Because now someone wants to move on. Someone's tired of waiting. Everything I just channeled, that frustration. The Queen of Wands, the Nine of Cups. Someone's pretty happy. This might be the one that walks away. This person might leave it behind, might leave the connection behind. They might be tired of hearing, my hands are tied, my hands are tied, my hands are tied. Because you're both holding on to this connection. You really are. You're both persevering through this. One of you is showing up very... No, they're telling me it's both of you. You're both happy being very... She's feeling, without her counterpart, she's feeling super independent, this Queen of Wands. You know what this is? You're both happy at work. You're both happy doing your own things. And it's like you're harboring this secret hope for this love connection. because emotion's different than work. You both compartmentalize work, love. Work, love. You guys are feeling super sad about the love life and you want that to go. It could be one or both of you that are keeping yourselves busy with work. It could be that too, that you're both neglecting this because of, it's like you're both using work to distract yourselves from this connection, even though you're both holding out hope that this happens. God. This is you both feel like your hands are tied. You both feel like there's nothing else you can do. You both feel, one of you feels like your hands are tied because of something else, and that's what I want to get at. And the other one feels like your hands are tied because the other person can't move, because the other person can't respond, because the other person can't participate. So let's get to that root. And meanwhile, you're both holding out hope and strength. You're both finding satisfaction in the other part of life, in the other parts of your life, which is work, career, something that you can put into where you get something clear and concise back. And you're both using that to avoid having to deal with this connection. You're both stagnant on each side. Actually, this can really be vice versa, and you can even flip between the two. That someone is taking a rest, someone is rejuvenating themselves, the other person just doesn't know what to do next or how to proceed next. It could be that, let's figure out why their hands are tied. Let's do that. Let me just get one more message because I want like a resolution to this, Was there next? Interesting. This came up for Aquarius Weekly, I believe. It looks like there is going to be an offer. It looks like that someone is going to close the distance. Yay. I wanted to give you guys some resolution because I can feel that it's on your heart. It's like heavy. My hands are, someone's saying it, and you're telepathically saying it to each other. You're telepathically communicating with this other person and going, my hands are tied, I can't do anything. It's kind of like you're talking to yourself. It's like you're looking up at the moon, wishing and wondering if the other person, your soulmate, looking up at the moon at the same time, look at that kind of thing. And that's how you're sending this back and forth. Someone, I don't know what to do. My hands are tied. How do I get out of this? You get out of it. You make the approach. Someone does move. Now look at this is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Okay? So the offer is not fast. It's not coming in fast. This could take time. But it will be stable and it will be secure and it will be thorough. It will be very thoroughly figured out, very thoroughly pre-planned. And there will be reciprocity. So whoever approaches, they are met with equal kindness and equal, there's just only good feeling between you two. Let's start clarifying. I'm using my Ride or Die Rider Waite. Ooh, Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, but you want to move, but someone does want to put this through fast. Someone's very passionate. Very passionate. Passionate people we have. Okay. Let's see what we've got to clarify all of this. To get this show on the road between these two lovers. We're going to start with this Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords for you to help assuage some of that inner turmoil. Because the person that feels like their hands are tied, they're actually suffering more than the person who's waiting for them or who feels like their hands are tied because their hands are tied. No, that first plug, that first person that's like, I can't do anything, my hands are tied, that person's suffering more. let's please clarify the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords for, oops. Oh my. 3 cards. We've got the Two of Cups, soulmate energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Staves. My loves. See that? It's really quite gorgeous. So look what's beneath this. What's beneath the surface? My hands are tied. My hands are tied. We're not talking. We're not communicating. There's nothing between us right now. And look at all that's hidden underneath all that. My hands are tied, but I want to spend the rest of my life with you. This person fully expects, once this situation changes, once they come out of thinking and feeling like their hands are tied, look at all that's there. They fully expect an engagement and for the person to say yes. They fully expect an, I feel like this person wants to, see, they even know what's going to happen. They even fully expect to offer this person marriage. It's the person that is super stressed out about, like, my hands are tied. I can't do anything about it right now. They're the ones who really fully expect this to result in a long-term commitment, if not marriage. That's their expectation. When you two start talking again, when their hands become untied, they fully expect this. Let's clarify the Strength card. Whoa. Okay. He wanted to come out with like a pizzazz. So this Emperor, whoa. Here's what's interesting. Does the Emperor's hands ever become tied by somebody else? Is the Emperor ever under someone else's control? No, he's not. He's self-contained. He's self-mastered. He's self-possessed. He controls his own hands. He controls his life. He controls himself. So my hands are tied is not real. It's not real. It's a figment of your imagination. It's a figment of this person's imagination. My hands are tied. It's not real. This is like someone that wants to be with someone that they've fallen in love with and they're married. And they're like, I can't do anything. My hands are tied. I'm married. Well, that's a lie. You can get divorced. You can file for divorce. You could end your contract. Buy your way out of your contract. Pay the penalty. I was going to say the fine and the penalty, and I said penalty. Pay the fine, pay the penalty to get out of the contract. And then you can be with who you really want to be with, and then you can live happily ever after. Okay, it's going to cost you a little bit more, but you know what? Your hands are not tied. So don't displace that. That's this person not taking responsibility. They have to graduate. This person's not a full Emperor yet. Whoever is in that kind of space, that kind of self-sorry, attitude of, I'm not with who I want to. Okay, good. I'm not with who I want to be with because my hands are tied and I can't do anything about it. I can't get out of it. I feel like a contract too. It's because how they're making me feel. They're making me feel like there's nothing they can do about it. And they're making me feel like it's like I really can't do anything. This is in black and white, Natalie. There's nothing I can do. It's black and white. I signed my name on the dotted line. Well, you know what? Yes, you can if you're a real Emperor. Yes, you can get out of it. What's going to cost you a little bit more money? You're going to approach this person's going to approach with a gift, with a pentacle. Put that money into getting out of the contract. That would make the other person happy. Happier. But who am I? Okay? So this person is really trying to graduate. They're trying to get to Emperor status. They're trying to really get there. And they feel like they think they're an Emperor and they're trying to look and act like an Emperor, and it's really like They know it too. They know it, I feel like. I feel like beneath this, because look at all that's underneath this. They have that within them. That's their intention. My hands are tied, my hands are tied. No, they're not. Let's clarify these are 3 cards together. The Hanged Man, the 4 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. I'm going to pause it and come back because it's... Ooh, yeah. That was easy. I'm going to pause it and come back. Hold on. Okay, because it freezes. I don't want to be interrupted. So this Sun card is what is explaining, clarifying these 3 cards here, okay? So here we have the truth. Here we have coming out into the sunshine, coming out and being exposed, coming to light, coming to the surface. That's what needs to happen in order to break the stagnation, in order to break this silence between them. And honestly, it's really happy. This conversation looks like a burst of joy. The truth brings with it its own gift, its own energy, its own... The milieu, the whole environment of this truth is just pure delight and happiness and carefree and fun. And you know, I feel like this person, my hands are tied. I feel like they're just so bogged down in the negativity that they're overthinking this. I get a lot of overthinking. And here's like here's the worrisome part, is that the overthinking sends this person into keeping themselves busy, just running around on the hamster wheel. Why this is happening. I have room on my hard drive. Sorry, okay. So this person is avoiding this beautiful, clarifying, healing, life-affirming conversation with you by keeping busy. They're running around all over town, they're running around here and there, they're keeping themselves busy, keeping themselves busy with work, and they are self-distracting. They're self-distracting themselves. Both of you are keeping yourselves busy with work, but I'm talking about the person that really feels like their hands are tied. Because there's that person, and then there's the person that's going to respond to that. So the person that feels like their hands are tied, they're avoiding this beautiful conversation, this very healing conversation that will make them feel better by keeping busy. It's them feeling like their hands are tied, there's nothing I can do, that negative mindset, it's overwhelming them. It's overwhelming them. And that nervous tension, that overthinking is really what's driving them to keep themselves physically, concretely busy. This person's holding onto the concrete. They're keeping themselves concretely busy because they're overthinking this conversation with you, when they really just need this more than you do. They need it more than the person receiving this offer. This person receiving the offer is more of I'm keeping busy, living life, doing me, and it's fun and it's great and everything's cool. Okay? So let's go ahead and clarify this 2 of Pentacles to see what exactly they are keeping themselves busy with, or how it's affecting them, how it's affecting this relationship. What else? Interesting. They're keeping themselves busy with work, and they're going back and forth of the communication. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about the communication that they want to have with you, that needs to happen between you two. Sorry, there's a lot of wildlife out there. It's very distracting. There's like a murder of crows that decided to move in. Now this one crow wakes me up every morning. Anyway, I didn't know how many crows were out here. So this person is keeping themselves busy, but you're still on their mind. Now, don't forget that. Like, you're both still on each other's mind. You're both thinking about each other. You're both wondering, holding on, persevering. You're both persevering through the staying busy, through compartmentalizing, okay? Weighing it back and forth. How do I start? This is the spark. The Page of Wands is the spark. It's the spark of conversation. It's that first initial hello. Hello. It's ring, ring, ring. Hello? Hi. Yes. Speaking. Oh. Oh. Really? Okay, it's that first, you call someone on the phone, they answer, and boom. It's on. That's what it's that spark. They could even go, I can't do it. I can't do it. So while they're keeping them, they could be at work in the middle of everything, and their thoughts and their feeling and their energy is with you. It's really with you. That's who they're really thinking about. Even though they're keeping themselves busy, they're overthinking it, keeping themselves busy with work, life, family, other responsibilities. They're thinking about you. How to get this going, how to get this moving, how to get this rocking and rolling. Okay, let's clarify the Six of Swords. That moving, what I'm wondering here is, does someone give up? Because after that, we have that you're both satisfied. You're both in a good place in life, like with not emotionally, but with the other stuff, work, career, hobbies, friends, whatever. And then we have finally some resolution type energy here for you with that generosity, reciprocity, and that offer, slow but stable. So let's clarify what the Six of Swords is for you. Okay, that was fast. Okay. So we have double confirmation, we have two Knight of Pentacles, and we have counterparts from the same deck too. Same deck. We have, oh, I know exactly what this is. They just showed it to me. Someone's in a really nice building with really glossy looking floors and a lot of light. Like a lot of light coming in, like big wall windows, like windows that take like from ground to ceiling. And I saw someone walking down it. But what they are doing, they're walking away from whatever is, my hands are tied, whatever that is, whatever they feel like is. This isn't true for all of you. Some of you, this person, you or this other person, are going to have an important conversation and break the contract. I wonder if it's going to your lawyer's office. You could be visiting a lawyer or another legal professional, another professional, of how to untie your hands. Whatever you feel like is tying your hands, you could be consulting someone about how to move away from it. How to move away, because that's what this is. See how I was concerned? I'm like, I wonder if someone's leaving the connection, but then I didn't know they're not leaving the connection. What you're leaving the troubled waters. You're leaving this, that up and down, back and forth, because you realize, that keeping yourself busy is only going to make it worse, because you can't forget about this connection. You're not forgetting about this person. No matter how much work you stack on your plate, no matter how many festivals you go to, concerts, dinner with friends, vacations, work outings, everything you can distract yourself in life with, no matter how busy you keep yourself, you're not going to escape. You're not going to escape this person, and you're not going to forget this connection. It's just making you think about the spark. Like, even if you're out, maybe you're out with friends having dinner at a nice place, there's a lot of people, a lot of conversation, loud, a lot. And you're even in a conversation with someone, you're listening to them. You can't help but think how the spark would go if this person were there with you. And if, it's like they even filter, I'm telling you, it's the spark, it's the beginning. That moment is filtering in your day-to-day, even though you're so busy. You're still thinking about it. And then that's what kind of, it's when you really can't take it anymore. Like the juggling has to stop. Like they're going to be a priority sooner or later. Time is totally irrelevant here. The other person can wait all day because they're not even really waiting. They're emotionally waiting for this. But physically in the real world, they're just as self-satisfied and secure and busy as you are. They find the Queen of Wands, that's a mover and a shaker. That's a go-getter. So you're both moving around. You're moving your energy around. That's cool. That's fine. It's the person who feels like their hands are really tied. That's the person who's going to be wanting to put one of the pentacles down in order to just take care of it. It's going to get to a point where you just want to take care of it. Like, you know what? Let me just take care of it, and then I can go back to living my life and being busy. But this is resolved. They don't like that this is unresolved. And that there's that's part of what this maturation process is for this Emperor. One or both of you. Emperor could be the masculine in you or the masculine in the other person. And what they're moving towards is this beautiful Empress energy. They really do want this counterpart. They want this, it's interesting, they want this locked and loaded. They want this, it's almost two things at once. They want this commitment. They actually want this life with you. And they also want a long courtship. They want a long, because this is a slow offer. This Knight of Pentacles, it's like, but they want both at once. Or you both have wanting different, like someone wants it fast and someone wants it slow. Fast, slow, fast, slow. No, it's I'm so immature. Whatever. They will be wanting to move towards this. However, it could also be that this is slow going. That the process of them leaving the situation that their hands are tied is a long one. That it takes them a long time to leave. That feels more right to me. That them leaving that situation where that contract that they feel like they can't get out of, even though there are so many legal instruments and mechanisms to get out of things that, yeah, you can. If you try and if you want to, if it's really a priority for you, you can. Just saying. Okay, so that's what it feels like, that the process and whatever it is that they do to get away from whatever's tying them up is a long one. It's a slow and steady, but it's methodical. They're probably just trying to do it right. They're probably just trying, cutting them some slack. They're probably just trying to do it in a way that they don't burn any bridges and that they don't lose any money. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like they don't want to lose money. Calling it how I see it. Keeping it real on Watch Natalie, okay? But they will do it. They do want to move towards you, the Empress. They do want to, and it's not even just you, the Empress, the archetype. It's this lifestyle of luxury, of refinement, of having it all, which includes the power couple counterpart. This is someone that cares about respect and public image too. I don't even want to get into all that. Let's just continue to clarify. Let's go ahead and clarify the Queen of Staves and the Nine of Cups. The Queen of Staves and the Nine of Cups for our dears that are watching, who this is resonating for. Queen of Cups and the the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Ooh. Oh. That came out of nowhere. Ooh, that hit me too. That just right across my face. Oh, God. Okay. No. Yes. Sorry. I had to recover from that. Okay. Whew. So, they're putting on the brave face. This is a brave face for the one who feels like their hands are tied. They're making it look like they're so active and that they're so happy with everything they have and all their 9 cups surrounding them in their life, all my friends and all my, oh my God, it feels so good, you know, but underneath they're super upset. Just like vice versa, just like the first cards out the gate, my hands are tied. They're in emotional poverty. They're emotionally bankrupt because they know that all of this is waiting for them and they're not making a move towards it. They're not making any moves towards it, and they know this is like waiting for them. Like, why am I saying, it's like a little bit, it could be, I don't know if they see it as self-sabotage, but it kind of is self-sabotage. It's hurting them that they're rejecting happiness for themselves. It's like it's going against the self-preservation instinct. They could be questioning, like, I mean, they should be questioning, like, why am I not moving on this? Or why am I doing this to myself? I don't know if they see it that way, though, to be honest. You, and I'm just taking it like this, you know, it could be vice versa. You're both keeping yourselves busy. One person is actually happy. The person whose hands are tied, they're not happy being that busy. They actually might have a little bit of a nervous breakdown type of thing. They might be not giving themselves enough alone time. They could be keeping themselves too busy, using it as a means of distraction. This person doesn't like being alone. When they are alone, they are really struck by how emotionally poor they really are. Is what it feels like. Of course, that could be fixed if they just reached out to you. Then you can be their little buddy, you can be their friend, you can be their counterpart, you can be their ride or die, you can be with them when they're alone and, you know, just want someone to be with. You know what I'm saying? But so why are they denying this to themselves? Well, underneath the facade, they don't want to do the soul searching. They don't want to fit. They're sort of like, this is all kind of happening a little bit against their will. They wish, like, under your skin, they wish they can just keep themselves busy and maybe start a lot of new beginnings and start a lot of new businesses, keep themselves busy forever. The truth wants to come out. The truth and the conversation and the love wants to reach them. It's trying to get to them. They could have a moment for sure. Everything's pushing them towards this too. Towards being fair and equal, reciprocity, generosity. Okay? Let's finally clarify the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, this offer that they're going to get around to approaching you with, as is referenced right over here. What else do we... Yes, 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, please. Please clarify that for us. What else do we... You saw that. You totally saw that on camera, you guys. Wishes are coming true for me and you. So true. Okay, guys. Yes. I know it's a long video already. Bear with me. If this is for you, you're going to eat this up. Okay. So, what's behind the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles? What's behind this offer that's coming towards the Empress? From the Emperor to the Empress. The Emperor is graduating into the Emperor status of really untying what's holding him back, getting out of the contract. My hands are tied. No, you're the Emperor. Your hands are not tied, right? Well, I'll tell you what. We have the lovers. We have true love. We have soulmates. We have the wish coming true for both of you. It's both of your wish that this happens, that you two become reunited. They reach out. We have the communication that's trying to get through, the conversation. The 8 of Staves is a lot of communication flying through the air, Wi-Fi, phone calls, emails, text messages, reaching out. The spark is lit. Spark is lit, and now it's a fire. We have another soulmate card, that you feel very familiar to each other. You are soulmates. You've had incarnations together. We have the Temperance card. This is healing that needs to take place. It's also second chances. It's also a blessedness to this. So this is a blessed union. This is divinely protected. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Six of Staves. The Wheel of Fortune, the last card to come out. Way different from the first card to come out, which was that Five of Pentacles. First card, complete poverty. Last card, everything you ever could want. Wheel of Fortune turns, and it turns for you, my love. Success and victory. Okay? Now, let me just really quick. I know it's coming out late, but this is the wheel I was referring to earlier, the one that I called out. The Sphinx sits on top of the wheel. All of these little winged creatures represent the fixed signs of the zodiac. Okay? We have Taurus. We have the angel, which is Aquarius. We have Leo the lion. And then we have Scorpio, the eagle, representing the higher echelon of Scorpio, not the lower scorpion that stings people. The eagle scorpion that soars above everything. They're all reading books of knowledge. The Sphinx sits on top with the sword of truth. This humanoid figure with the Anubis head is dropping down, rising up. The serpent's dropping down, rising up. This represents that tree of knowledge. Okay? Do you see these letters? T-A-R-O. And when you come back to the very top, it completes the word tarot. T to T. In order to ride the wheel to the very top, you must overcome your lower self, which is this figure, your shadow self, and answer the riddle of the Sphinx. It's self-knowledge that unlocks the wheel to turn for you. They're all reading books. Self-knowledge. This emperor has to graduate into a big boy emperor. You or someone else, my love. After that self-knowledge is attained, then the wheel turns. Then everything else gets unlocked. Then everything else goes. Okay, guys? That is as precise as I can give you as to when this all takes place. When are they going to contact me? When are they going to offer this to me? When are they going to move? Well, when they've had enough. When they decide that they've had enough. When they're ready to really graduate into their own power. Because when you're self-empowered, there are no "my hands are tied" excuses. And that's the excuse I'm hearing. My hands are tied. My hands are tied. No, they're not. Okay, how long has this been going? I had to stop and start. Let's do this. Let's give some advice regardless. What advice do we have from the Moonology cards? What advice would like to come through for our lovely loves? My hands are tied. No, they're not. The only way they should be tied is if it's kinky, okay? And that's not, okay. Don't let pride get in your way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this emperor is overcoming pride. Doesn't want to be the first one to speak. Someone doesn't want to be the first one to speak, to approach, to be generous. Got to overcome that. Yes, what did I just say? A time to give rather than take. Being generous, being open. Let's do one more. I feel like there's one more that wants to come out. Is there one more message that's trying to come out? Yes, okay. That's an interesting message to come out. Prosperity lies ahead. I feel like this person's afraid of losing money, but this is saying prosperity lies ahead. They have to, I feel like they are trying to hold on to a quarter, because because they don't want to let go, and then their hand has to be open to receive $1. You know, they're letting go of a contract, they're letting go of maybe a little bit of money, but look what they're going to get. They're going to get so much more money from a healthy connection. And at the bottom of the deck, a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, guys? I want to read this. A win-win outcome is forecast. A win-win outcome is forecast. Hold on. Full moon in Libra energy. Okay. Full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason, and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. Ooh. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Let go of that which is falling away. That's full moon energy. When things come to a head, things come to a close, it's time to close it out. Additional meanings. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. No matter when you pull the full moon in Libra card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings this to a peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. Yeah, I'm really feeling that. And so... you have it. There you have it, everybody. How to turn that wheel of fortune. Listen to this a couple of times, or the parts that you need to hear a couple of times for it to really sink in and for the vibrations to hit. Okay, everybody? All right, my loves. Thank you for this download. This was, and now I feel like it's resolved, so now I can go forward. All right, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow for tomorrow's daily. Bye. Leo, you have a decision to make. You really want this connection to pass the stress test, Leo. You do. You want it to work. What's this Two of Swords have to do here? What's this indecision about on their part? It's about you. Leo. Leo, they don't know what to do about you. What do I do with the Leo? What do I do about Leo? What do I do about Leo? That's what they're asking themselves. They don't know what to do, Leo. They have no idea what to do with you. It could also be an argument about what happened on break type of fight. Could be a fight on, oh, well, I don't want to go on break. Do you want to go on break? Is that what you're saying? People get dramatic, man. Could be you, Leo. It could be you. Why is my hair like that? Emotional Queen of Cups, like out of control, emotionally manipulative Queen of Cups. Popping off on you. Super emotional. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. A lot of water, a lot of tears. Twin waterfalls of tears running down their face. I'm sorry, it's not funny, you're right. They could have even provoked a conflict with you, Leo, in order to understand where you stand. To get you to reveal your hand. This Emperor is going to listen to, if there is another person involved, they're going to listen to whoever's stable and solid and secure. You're just tired of the conflict. You want to make a different choice, Leo, and you feel like, ugh. How to get back in with you so that they can win with you. Who just was jaded before, and that's how they actually broke your heart, was coming from a jaded, cold perspective. And now you've really reawakened this beautiful light part of their life, like they're renewed now, Aquarius. So now they're stressing about, how do I communicate this when I ghosted them? When they come in with feelings of pure love, this Romeo card here, when they come in to talk to you about this, you're going to be like, I need the proof. I need to know you're serious, because you were pretty serious about not wanting me before. So how do I know that you're serious now? Well, coming out with this other card, we do know what they thought. They thought it would be a disaster. They thought, if I give Aquarius this chance, if I go with Aquarius, it'll just be a catastrophe. It was too much of a risk with you, Aquarius. That's why they did not move forward before. And now they feel completely 100% different. Completely different. They want to make this right. It's really hurting them to know that they hurt you. But you went through what you had to go through, and you are now a flourishing person. Independent. They still feel like they're restricted somehow, though. You're the only thing that'll make them happy, Aquarius. You're the absolute only person that'll make them happy. You're the only person that'll make them happy, Aquarius. They've already thought about it. They've already thought about everybody and everything. They already thought about all of this. This person, all they want to do is bring back the love, bring back the sentiment, bring back the goodwill and the good feeling between you two. Action-oriented, the Queen with the Magician. Very interesting combination. Queen with the Magician, please. How do we clarify? The Empress, gem. Whoever you're dealing with is extremely evolved, who is incredibly well manifested. They're regretting all of the fun times, all the happy smiles, all of the great time that you all shared together. They don't want to be alone. No, they don't. They definitely do not want to be alone, Gemini. You or the other person don't want to be alone. Don't want to be without this connection. Don't want to be without this relationship. Is very much in pain, okay? The person who has regret and who is stressing about this connection is in deep pain. Just in life, they're going through a lot right now. And what they're going through is what they have to experience on their path of mastery. They have to learn how to be like this. And it's part of what they feel like they're losing in you is instruction of how to transform this into this. All of this is about to change. Thank goodness. Things are going to change. It has to be for the better, because you're not talking right now. They have to go through the transformation, though. They have to go through that all on their own. Just like whoever this is, they had to go through pain too. Shit. This is a phase. They have to learn to overcome this, but this is someone very heavily guarding their emotions. They have to learn how to be vulnerable in life, like how to live life and be vulnerable and be an adult and resolve issues. That's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna wrap that up. That's a perfect way to end. Oh my God. And then you end up with the Lovers card, the Gemini card at the very bottom of the deck. You do come back together. That it's exactly what you want. It's like each one of these cards is a box. Long-term longevity, check. Willing to marry me, willing to be married and honored and committed, check. Very passionate, check. Would be fun to go out with, check. Equal give and take, check. That's what it feels like too. Like you're checking a list. You have a lot to offer someone. Some lucky person. What's bigger than serious? What's more than serious? It's obsession. It is obsession. You have this attitude of no matter what, I'll do whatever it takes. It's really kind of cool. And they are protected. They have some powerful energy with the Hierophant, the Justice, and the Devil, with the Fool. Really protected. Very, very, very well protected. Okay? And this is the answer, yes or no? Are you guys ready?